Then October 2024, Brooklyn launches his Cloud 23 hot sauce. 23 was David's number when playing in Madrid. And the whole family were in London. That appearance in October was their last public appearance together. This leads us on to this story.
A single October photo looked perfect, yet it was the last time they all stood together. One frame, many fractures. Today, we trace how one upbeat product launch quietly became a turning point. The signals everyone missed, the timeline that didn't add up, and the real reasons families go silent when brands get loud. Stay to the end for 3 plausible futures and the one that's already in motion. Before we dive in, if your last perfect picture hides a messy backstory, what was the first clue you ignored? Drop one word that describes it. Timing, silence, or eyes. Choose honestly. Why did a simple 23 on a bottle feel bigger than spice? Because numbers carry lineage, Jersey legacies, city eras, and the story a family wants you to remember.
So I then started looking through Instagram. I went through the last 2 years to see which events Brooklyn had been at, because if he'd been there, he definitely would have been pictured and they definitely would have posted it. We found that there was about 11 or 12 events that he hadn't turned up to or perhaps hadn't been invited to. And big events as well.
Symbols outlive slogans. When surnames meet product lines, the merch becomes a message about loyalty and lanes. Real-world effect? Audiences start reading branding like body language. Who's centered, who's cropped, who's captioned. Your move? Build a quick symbol map before reacting. Note numbers, names, venues, and who repeats where. Dual fact punch? Reduced group posts plus increased posting lag equal cooling narrative. Validate with dates, not discourse. If you can't place it on a calendar, you can't claim it. Timelines don't lie. Interpretations do. Build one. Picture the final unanimous shot before drift. Perfect lighting, balanced framing, smiles that sell serenity. Frames freeze, people move. PR momentum can extend that image for weeks, while off-camera logistics renegotiate reality. The result is cognitive whiplash. Audiences expect encore moments that never arrive. Actionable? Mark the last all-hands image as a reference point and start a post-decay counter. Days since full family appearance and engagement rate change. Dual fact punch? Rising days plus falling crosstabs equal cohesion erosion. You're not predicting drama, you're measuring maintenance. Track the upkeep. I assumed the holiday arc would lock in. Coordinated posts, shared captions, a ritual victory lap. Silence is data. When anticipated beats pass, no synchronized greetings, no mirrored timelines, you're seeing either strategic restraint, NDAs, rollout staging, or symptomatic distance. Both matter. Practical system? Build an expected beats calendar. Birthdays, major holidays, launch anniversaries. If 2 consecutive beats miss, investigate, not accuse. Dual fact punch? Missed beats plus muted captions equal messaging shift. Keep your verbs neutral, omitted, delayed, separate, and let the pattern talk. Patterns always talk. What do birthdays, vow renewals, and launch anniversaries actually measure? Attendance, alignment, and who's willing to be seen together under a headline. Milestones are mirror tests. When expected shoutouts land late or not at all, audiences read temperature, not context. But reality is messier. NDAs, travel windows, brand conflicts, and private repairs all crowd the same day. Practical move? Keep an event ledger columns for attend, signal, skip, weighted 210, then track 2 consecutive misses before calling a trend. Dual fact punch? Unacknowledged milestone plus delayed congrats equal cooled narrative. Chilly. Actionable takeaway? Score before you speculate. Patterns beat posts. A jet can land near the party without delivering the guest. Sequence beats proximity. Optics love flight paths. Reality obeys priorities. Contracted dinners, sponsor obligations, or carefully timed absence to avoid hijacking someone else's moment. Your workflow? Verify order, arrival time, to event window to where they actually appeared. If proximity doesn't create presence, you're seeing a calendar choice, not necessarily a snub. Build a 3-check rule. Timestamp, independent citing, subsequent caption, before inferring motive. Dual fact punch, arrival near event plus confirmed alternative appearance equal priority vote. Loud. Actionable takeaway, analyze sequence first, only then discuss intent. Imagine 2 dynasties sharing one calendar. Whose engine sets the pace? Power follows pipeline. The side with deeper distribution, bigger campaign cycles, or higher stakes launches quietly shapes dates, dinners, and spontaneous posts. That doesn't mean estrangement. It can mean efficiency. Influence shows up as recurring venues, overlapping sponsors, and who anchors the photo line. Your move? Map gravity points. Events funded, hosted, or amplified by one side, and compare attendance deltas over 90 days. Dual fact punch, in-law hosted milestones plus sponsor overlap equal gravitational pull. Obvious. Actionable takeaway, follow incentives, not emotions. Calendars reveal the center of mass. Family photos are free ad inventory until they aren't. Images are assets. One well-timed group shot can juice Q scores, earn media value, and conversion on unrelated launches. But when the ensemble feed pauses, speculation replaces spend, and solo campaigns must work harder. Distinguish warmth from workflow. Organic candids trend differently than coordinated carousels. Practical system, track ensemble frequency and pair it with campaign density. Solo activations per member. Dual fact punch, fewer ensemble frames plus spiky solo launches equal monetization shift. Clear. Actionable takeaway, measure EMV and cadence together. Money explains momentum. Do likes equal loyalty? Not necessarily. Metrics can mislead. A heart can be a habit, a comment can be courtesy, and a caption can be crafted by a team. Digital traces show temperature, not trust. Your move? Build an interaction ladder. Like, comment, story tag, cross-post, in-person signal, then chart weekly movement versus a 90-day baseline. Dual fact punch, public like plus 0 cross-tags equal polite distance. Measured. Actionable takeaway, weight story tags and cross posts higher than likes and require a 2-week trend before declaring any relational shift. Data first, vibes later. Always.
Here's the uncomfortable truth. Repetition creates perceived reality. Volume isn't verification. Coverage heats up when PR schedules converge, ad budgets peak, and platforms reward outrage velocity. Debunk. 10 copy and paste exclusives don't equal 1 confirmation, they equal syndication. Your system. Track a heat index, headlines per day, quote originality, and outlet diversity. If the same unnamed source appears across 5 sites, your signal is noise. Dual fact punch. Recycled quotes plus paywalled exclusives equal manufactured heat, artificial. Actionable takeaway. Demand 3 independent confirmations, time-stamped visual, on-record statement, and a document, filing, schedule, contract, before you upgrade rumor to report. Discipline wins. What if different spotlights are actually strategy? Autonomy doesn't equal animosity. When siblings chase distinct projects, overlapping promotions can cannibalize attention, so calendars stagger by design. Look for quiet proofs, backstage visits, soft launch comments, and attendance at non-press events. Support can be silent. Your dashboard, mutual amplification rate, MAR. Percentage of launches each sibling boosts within 48 hours, plus sightings that happen off-grid. Dual fact punch. Staggered releases plus backstage appearances equal supportive spacing. Healthy. Actionable takeaway. Default to coordination unless you see explicit scheduling collisions or public contradictions. Absence on the feed may mean presence in the room. Context matters. Imagine Unity as a portfolio asset. One group photo can spike Q scores, lift earned media value, and float unrelated launches for weeks. But ensemble posts also impose opportunity costs. Someone's exclusive goes stale, or a sponsor loses clean attribution. Profit is in the pacing. Build a quick P&L. EMV per ensemble frame, cross-audience overlap, and delay cost for each solo campaign. If group shots drop while solo ads spike, margins are talking. Dual fact punch. Rising solo CPMs plus fewer group drops equal margin protection, calculated. Actionable takeaway. Follow the money cadence. CPMs and contract windows will explain the posting pattern better than any theory. I've learned that when high visibility brands go dark, they're often building. Silence can be staging. Quiet stretches frequently precede renegotiated contracts, a docu-series pivot, or a product relaunch under NDA. Don't mistake absence for apocalypse. Look for backstage motion, trademark filings, crew bookings, and teaser breadcrumbs in unrelated interviews. Actionable move. Track a silence to signal ratio. Days quiet before the first official breadcrumb, and compared to prior launches. Dual fact punch. Extended quiet plus fresh legal filings equal build phase. Likely. Takeaway. Verify the runway, IP activity, withheld assets, and coordinated followbacks before declaring a rift. That's how you avoid narrative whiplash.
Are restaurant name cards, jet slips, and menu shots evidence or just pretty props? Receipts need rigor. A credible chain pairs immutable details like time, place, witness with corroboration like metadata, independent clip, on-record staff. Your workflow. Assemble a 3-layer stack, time-stamped visual to third-party confirmation to documentable artifact, and reject anything that fails 2 layers. Keep an evidence log so memory doesn't rewrite facts. Dual fact punch. Matching timestamps plus independent witness equal high confidence claim. Verified. Takeaway. Screenshot, source, and store. Hash your files, log your contacts, and upgrade claims only when the stack holds. Procedure beats speculation. Every time. Here's the hard truth. Allegedly doesn't protect sloppy framing. Words carry liability. Describe behaviors, not motives. Use neutral verbs, attended, omitted, delayed, and tie claims to dates, not feelings. If a detail isn't verifiable, narrate uncertainty rather than invent intent. Build a language bank that passes the lawyer test. Would an attorney object to this phrasing? Actionable move. Run a pre-post checklist. Verb neutrality, date anchor, source count, potential harm, and publish only when all 4 pass. Dual fact punch. Time-stamped behavior plus neutral language equal defensible narrative. Accuracy is the shield, restraint is the strategy. Protect your credibility. Picture 3 paths unfolding like branching timelines. Futures leave footprints. A reunion looks like coordinated teasers, shared sponsors, and synchronized appearances around a premium launch window. A rebrand delivers soft split messaging, distinct lanes, polite crosstags, and divergent partners. Parallel tracks show occasional crossovers, with calendars optimized for non-interference. Build a scenario scorecard, signals, platforms, faces, and assign thresholds that auto-upgrade the likeliest path. Dual fact punch. Coordinated teaser plus shared sponsor equal reunion in motion. Building. Takeaway. Don't predict, prepare. Track the indicators weekly, let the scorecard choose the story, and you'll stay early without overreaching. I've learned that the stories we spin about public families usually echo our own gaps. Parasocial closeness turns photos into promises and silence into signs. But for people living under contracts, silence is often just a boundary: privacy, safety, strategy. Your guardrails. Label speculation as speculation. Cap it at 20% of your take and require motive claims to pass a source test or get downgraded to possibility. Dual fact punch. Rising fan theories plus decreased on-record statements equal boundary fortification. Tightened. Actionable takeaway: consume like a critic, not a participant. Track behavior, timestamp it, and resist projecting feelings onto captions. They don't owe us context. We owe ourselves discipline. What if that October image wasn't an ending, but a pivot point? One image isn't a verdict, it's a clue. Treat it as the middle frame in a 3-panel sequence: before, during, after, and see whether the surrounding cadence confirms rupture or just recalibration. Build up frame integrity check. Corroborate with appearances, contracts in motion, and who benefits from the narrative. Dual fact punch. Single frame consensus plus multi-month quiet equal pivot likelihood. Likely. Actionable takeaway: never crown one photo as the truth. Maintain a living timeline. Upgrade conclusions only when adjacent data aligns, and let patterns, not posts, decide the story.